Hey Sven, how are you, sir? I'm gonna play a song. I'll be on in a sec. I'm here to watch. I feel like I'm running and getting nowhere. Boy, I think we all know that feeling. CG2. We gotta play. I guess we gotta go with Rolling Stone. I guess somebody shot up the White House. I don't know if you guys heard about that or not. We'll look at that. More and more commercials. There we go.
Church. Sometimes I get stoned in my backyard, lay off in the tall grass so my view is the stars. I think about nothing, get to clear my thoughts from all the thunder and lightning, so I feel a spark. Sometimes I get higher than the Colorado Rockies, hoping that the county sheriff don't stop me. Like Charlie Daniels said, you shouldn't smoke at dope. But damn it, I can't help, I love Rolling Stone. With the windows rolled down and the radio up, sweet tea full in my solo cup, listening to the humming of the 44, sounding like a concert. I'm a beat up door, arm hanging out the window, smiling away, smoking on some ground where the cattle graze. Charlie Daniels said you shouldn't go smoke at dope. Hell, I can't help, I love Rolling Stone. Yeah, I love Rolling Stone. Smoke rolling round the cab with the dome light on, looking like a stage for a Leonard Skinner song. Hanging out with Mary Jane, but she's making the time go slow. Making memories with my buddies through the thick green smoke, puff passing out the windows of my old Tahoe. Lifted so damn high I can't come down, driving under the speed limit in my town. With the windows rolled down and the radio up, sweet tea full in my solo cup, listening to the humming of the 44, sounding like a concert. I'm a beat up door, arm hanging out the window, smiling away, smoking on some ground where the cattle graze. Charlie Daniels said you shouldn't go smoke at dope. Hell, I can't help, I love Rolling Stone. Yeah, I love Rolling Stone. There ain't nothing like the swaying of a windy back road, baked out like a barn full of tobacco. I know Jesus drank wine, but I bet he wouldn't mind sitting with me in my Chevy, passing around a few times. With the windows rolled down, the radio up, sweet tea full in our solo cups, listening to the humming of the 44s, like a concert out my beat.
All right. How's everyone doing this Saturday evening? Except for Sven, it's 1:30 Sunday. You're ahead of us. So how's Sunday looking so far, Sven? Are we doing okay? No nuclear wars in Sunday yet so far? Nothing like that? Hope you guys are doing good. Did the farmer's market today. It's super nice out right now. I wish it would have been like this earlier today. It was cold, didn't really rain, but the ground got wet from just like mist for a minute, and then it was just cloudy all day. I don't think we've seen the sun not one time. And actually, we didn't. It was cloudy, full clouds the entire market, but there were still people there. I did okay, but I would say less than half the sales as normal, or as at least as a hot day. So it is what it is. I think I'll go out tomorrow too to my normal spot. Haven't been making much money out there either, but better than nothing, I guess. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And then they're closed on Monday at the admin building because of Memorial Day. The tribe that I on Fridays when I go to the admin building, they're hosting the Puyallup tribe. They're hosting the World Cup. So I don't know exactly how that works because I know it's in multiple locations, but I'm pretty sure they're building a soccer field right outside of where I sell at. Like I'm almost positive that's what it is. It was like undeveloped land and they came in and freaking bulldozed it and put all this like black tarp and gravel. And I mean, it looks like they're putting their, so I don't know if they're actually going to have a soccer game like right there. I don't know where everybody's going to where are they going to park at? It's going to be a madhouse over there. Nothing bad yet, Osada. We had a sunny day Saturday, so that was nice. Right on. That's cool. You know, the weather here is just kind of some days warm and sunny, some days cloudy and rainy, but it's nothing to complain about. It's not too bad. Not too bad over here compared to what I see in some other spots. Even over in Jersey, it got to like 90, almost 100. Screw that, man. Not in May. We don't do that over here. I mean, we get up there, but not like that. What's up, Daniel Berry? How you doing? I hear a lot about rain. Yeah, before the government started messing with the weather, we actually had seasons over here and a lot of rain. Now we get like just torrential downpours once in a while, but the rain is kind of hit or miss. It doesn't rain like it used to, but it's mostly just like cloudy all the time. We still do get a little bit of rain. I mean, we're pretty much a coastal climate, marine climate from the Pacific Ocean, but we have the mountains, so that plays into effect a little bit. I like Washington. Lots of trees, lots of oxygen, lots of libtards. Oh, better turn that off. What do we got going on here? Where's Thindu at? I need Thindu in the chat for this video. I know he's coming. He's going to be watching. Well, I guess we could just start without him. Or I guess I'll skip it and go back to it if he ever comes in. How about that? Okay, I got to go to my bookmarks. Actually, first I want to go to... I want to see if there's any update on... or if you guys know anything about the White House shooting. Let's see here. Police chief...
So, they want to go out and get eye and ear witnesses as well. But here's another $100,000 question, Austin. Was this a lone actor? Did someone drop him off with this weapon? So they want to canvass the neighborhood to see if they find any perhaps abandoned cars or a getaway car from the bad guy.
It's approaching 7:45 in DC. And just to reset for everybody, I'm Austin Westfall, law enforcement expert. Jamie Copenhaver is here with me. We're kind of talking through this breaking news scene. I've been checking in on updates from the Associated Press and from Fox News as they've been tracking latest developments from this shooting situation in Washington. I got to ask you, Jamie, it's interesting when we go over scenes like this because all of this, it happens kind of in real time. And forgive me as I kind of go through these different scenes here. I've got 4 or 5 different angles of this spread out here, and I've kind of got all of them in my periphery. So I'm switching between which ones I see have the most movement, and some of them do. And then we've got this one right here where they're zooming back in on some of the police tape. And I got to say, it's just really tough to make out exactly what we're seeing, and they'll get their focus in there. I think that's going to be where those cones were, yes. So again, just to reset for people who may just be joining us, law enforcement did put the White House on lockdown. There was a shooting situation outside the White House. Law enforcement and other authorities, the Secret Service, the FBI, on scene after as many as 30 shots were reported fired, according to Fox. There were no immediate reports of injuries to bystanders. We saw some reporting from Chad Pergram.
What's going down? How you doing? There was some type of a shooting, but it doesn't sound like it was that big of a deal. I heard that on one thing that it was that they killed somebody. I don't know if that's true or not, that the Secret Service killed somebody. So it doesn't look like it's that big of a deal. But we'll see. I mean, it is a big deal if somebody was actually, but they're not even at the White House right here. So I don't know. If anybody hears anything, let us know. Let's see here. Somebody's outside making noise. Hold on, let me take my, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go on mute and take my air conditioner thing out of my window so I can. All right, much better. Somebody's outside banging around, making noise. Let's see here. What do we got? I got to save that one for Thendo if he's coming in here. All right. You guys probably aren't too interested in the whole Turning Point USA thing, I'm sure, and neither am I really, this part of it. I hate these guys so much. And, Thomas Massie was just recently, he ran for re-election in Kentucky and he lost. And he lost because the Israeli lobbyists spent, $30 million to unseat him with that guy, Ed, who just came out of nowhere and just, even though everybody voted for Thomas Massie, the rigged election, won that guy. Well, anyway, Charlie Kirk is on video, saying that Thomas Massie is his favorite politician, his favorite congressman. Not he likes Thomas Massie. He's on video saying Thomas Massie is his favorite politician. I don't know if I can find that video or not, but anyway, maybe we can play it later. So, Turning Point USA, Andrew Colvett, Mikey McCoy over here on the right. This guy, that's Charlie's best friend. These guys said nothing, nothing during that election. They basically, silence, their silence said everything. So now they're going to try to say that, well, actually, Charlie, this and that and the other.
I wanted to know a little bit more about the Thomas Massie loss and what's your thoughts on that?
I got so many thoughts. It's interesting, David. I've been accused, I think the organization's been accused, Erica's been accused of betraying Charlie by not coming out and endorsing one way or the other and not being more involved in that race. I will tell you, and I haven't said this publicly, but and I know this isn't necessarily a question, but it's an opportunity to address it. But, after the One Big Beautiful Bill vote, and I want to respect Charlie's privacy as well. It's always the tension in all of this. There's private conversations. Charlie was.
Hi, Maureen. How are you? Good to see you. Excuse me. Bear with us through this conversation, guys, because it's just so pathetic. But there's a point to it, And again, this guy is speaking for Charlie. It's supposed to be his friend. Charlie literally said that Thomas Massie was his favorite politician. He's on video, and I just watched the video the other day. I can find it. Now this is his friend speaking for him. It's so fucking pathetic. I'm just going to rewind it just a little bit.
Charlie was a fan of Thomas Massie, especially historically, liked him on war, liked him on being a budget hawk and spending. But he was pretty frustrated that Massie didn't vote in the affirmative on the Big Beautiful Bill because it was essentially the totality of President Trump's first-year agenda wrapped into one bill. And I will just say, privately, Charlie was really, really frustrated.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to put it. And I think he would have become more frustrated over the events of the past 9 months, which is we liked what Massie said. We liked his libertarian credentials. We liked him making the debt clock that ran on the little
and I
lapel
still like
pin.
Massie.
And there's so many things to like about him, but he has, especially over the past few months, he's become the number one, let's put it, Republican gadfly, Republican who gets in Trump's way, criticizes Trump, and not just on debt or the war, but also on Epstein, saying that where there's this pedophile class that Trump is allied to, essentially. And I think Charlie would have been, as you said, very frustrated. He would have, and Charlie was not a guy who would feud publicly. He would have certainly been messaging Massie about that and being like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And he would have been very concerned with it.
Well,
we don't know exactly what he'd say.
Yeah, I don't know
but that's
either.
Us being honest about it.
Yeah, but I will tell you that I had some very candid conversations after the Big Beautiful Bill where he voiced his frustration to me privately.
Going on here.
And Mikey McCoy over here, who's supposed to be Charlie's best friend with the 47 hat right next to my hair. That's the dude who was right there. I mean, nobody had a better view of his neck being blown apart than Mikey. He was right there on the right side or the left side. He was right there. And what did he do? He doesn't run away because he's scared. Nothing. He doesn't rush to Charlie. What does he do? He just cold-bloodedly, like Michael Myers, just walks away from the scene. Doesn't dial the phone, just puts it to his ear, like he's talking. But he doesn't do any dialing or anything, which is kind of weird. And he just walks away. And I don't, is there any scenario where your friend gets killed like that? Well, you don't know if he's killed or not, but he's like horribly wounded. Like, in what scenario do you, as your friend, as the friend, just walk away? I can understand running away. I can understand dropping to the ground. I can understand running in, pretty much any direction. I would even buy running towards the shooter. Like Mikey McCoy being the hero, he ran towards the Losi Center. He ran towards the gunfire. This motherfucker just walks away. And you don't even know. They're saying the official story was that he was shot by a 30-06. So how do you just walk away? You turn your back to the shooter. It's just wild, man. These motherfuckers, man. Sorry, guys. I'm moving on. Anyway, this thing triggered a whole bunch of people like JP Spears and Coach Colin, basically everybody. all the podcasters talked about this. I'm pretty sure, I've seen a few of them. This guy robbed a bank for $1 and sat down and waited for the police to come so he could get free health care in prison. In 2011, Richard James Verone walked into an RBC bank in North Carolina, handed the teller a note demanding $1.
Said, this is a bank robbery. Please only give me $1.
James Richard Verone was charged with robbing the RBC Bank in North Carolina just so he could get free health care in jail.
I started to walk away from the teller, and then I walked back and I said, I'll be sitting right over here on the chair waiting for the police.
He came to the bank because he was unemployed with health problems and no insurance.
It's called manipulation. Then out of necessity, because I need medical care, then I guess I am manipulating the courts to get medical care.
He believes prison is the best place for that and hopes he's sentenced to 3 years so he can continue to get free health care.
First time I've ever been in trouble with the law. So it's not, it was, I'm sort of a logical person, and that was my logic. That's what I came up with. It said, this is a bank.
Does anybody, is that even possible? I mean, you got it. He kind of gives me the vibes of Charles Manson anyways, or something like that. You got to be a psychopath to do that. For free healthcare? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. To each their own. I've never heard of any such a thing. I guess I've heard of guys not wanting to leave jail because they don't have any place to go. Now this one is, I mean, you guys, this is just where we're at in the world today with the Jews. People are not happy with the Zionism, with these certain Jewish people that are in our country that have a lot of local and, like judicial power or legislative power. I don't know exactly who all these guys are, or what you would call a banker, fiduciary power. But, at first I wasn't even going to bookmark this video because this guy just kind of reminded me of a Chud the Builder, basically. Good Lord, somebody's just banging away out there. But then towards the end of the video, the Empire Strikes Back, and I'm like, oh, I get it. I just see what that is. Holy cow, I thought somebody was like doing hammer work on their truck. There's a lady outside sweeping, and she keeps banging the door against it. So we'll leave her be. I was like, no, it's so close to me. I thought it was like from a distance or something. Anyway. What is your guys' opinion of Ford? Harold, what was the name? Harold T. Ford? Is that his name? Harold T. Ford, the guy who made the cars. Has anybody ever heard him referred to as a Nazi? Because I don't know. Anyway, just listen to this video.
Hey, this guy's Jewish. What's up, man? What's your thoughts about Jew sucking baby penis?
Hey, how about fuck you?
Oh, yeah, Jew?
Excuse me?
I said, oh, yeah, you cross-eyed Jew?
Whether I'm a Jew or not.
You are Jewish. You are Jewish. You are disgustingly Jewish.
You're
so Jewish and disgusting looking.
You're so Jewish. You're hideous.
Jewish. What's your thoughts about your Jew sucking baby penis?
So I actually
Oh, yeah?
take care of people.
Okay.
What are you?
I'm standing up for white people. The same people. Your people are trying to replace it. You're not white. You're Jewish. You're Jewish. You're Jewish, scum. You got Israel. Go to Israel. Go to Israel. Go to Israel. You cross-eyed Jew. Look at this dysgenic Jew. Look at how dysgenic he is. Look at his cross eyes. Look at his ears. Disgusting pedophile protecting Jew scum.
What's your plan?
Shut up, Jew. We're going to expel all you Jews back to Israel. Go
Put a
home.
hook on that.
110th time. Here's your Jew buddy.
No.
Hey, is this your boyfriend from Grindr?
What's your plan?
2 gay Jews here have arrived. Why don't you leave our country, Jew?
Your country?
Yeah,
That's right.
we built this country. Europeans, not you filthy Jews. Why did Henry Ford write a book called, you know who Henry Ford is, right? Henry Ford, Model T, familiar?
Nazi.
Oh, Nazi. The inventor of the Ford is a Nazi. Okay.
Yeah.
Why did he write a book called The International Jew, warning us about your scummy people?
I don't know why
Kid,
he did what he did.
You're Jewish scum. I don't debate with scummy Jews. Look at you creepy Jew getting all sweaty. Filthy, sweaty Jew. Smell like penis blood. That's what you smell like.
So sick of seeing
You disgusting foul. Shut up. What? Say it again. Say it again. Yeah, shut up, Jew, you scumbag. Your Holocaust is fake. You fucking piece of shit, Jew. Your Holocaust is fake, scumbag Jew.
My Holocaust?
Yeah, your fake Holocaust.
Your friends.
Your fake Holocaust. Why is it illegal to question in 18 countries? Why is it illegal to question 18 countries, filthy Jew? Answer the question, you filthy Jew. You started the engagement, you retards. You too, scumbag. Yeah, shut up, Jew.
I know that was pretty hard to watch. It is very interesting that guy said that, yeah, Henry Ford, Todd, I think that's who he was. That's I guess the car guy. It's interesting that the other guy referred to him as a Nazi. And I don't condone anything that this other guy said, you know. But, and I'll tell you what, a month ago, listening to this, I just would have just chalked this up as just retarded, as basically just, as Candace puts it, fake and gay, just stupid. This is just for clicks and views. However, Chud the Builder is looking at 50-something years in prison. And we knew that was going to end bad, but I honestly didn't think it was like that. You know what I mean? But it really is. You know, you literally have people on the internet trying to incite violence and get people wrapped up in life sentences. I mean, that's what's going on. And, you know, so you have, and Todd, I don't know if you know who Chud the Builder is, but Chud the Builder is this white dude with the mustache that we've been playing his videos, you know, for the last couple months on this show. Wears a cowboy hat and he goes around and he tells, you know, he just is real derogatory towards black people. He comes up to a black person and says, don't chimp out, calls them the N-word, you know, and he's a pretty built dude, you know, but, and so and of course, you know, whoever he messes with will get pissed at him and, you know, come up to him, try to assault him. He'll spray mace on him. He'll call the cops. You know, I don't know if you've seen any of his videos or not. Anyway, that dude got assaulted. Somebody attacked him, I think outside of a bank or something. I can't remember the whole story. But Chud the Builder shot the dude twice. And in the process, shot himself in the arm a little bit, like grazed himself. And now he's in jail and he's looking at like 50-something years. And, you know, it's a little bit different than this. But if we're going to connect the dots, because that's what we do on the show is connect the dots. And, yeah, in that category of Jake Lang, and he just got, you know what's crazy? And I don't know if you guys know who Jake Lang is. Jake Lang is the dude who kind of the military looking dude who he's been with Nick Shirley. And he kind of does the same thing. Well, he got 10 days in jail, I think just within the last couple days. And I believe he was at Chud the Builder's court hearing. So this whole thing is just like one big circus. You haven't seen Chud the Builder. Okay, well, let's play a Chud the Builder. See what comes up. It's been a while since he's posted, I'm sure. Because he's in jail, but Chud, yeah, there he is. Let's see if he still has his videos up. As you can see, I don't follow this guy. But most of them are going to be about him
That nigger a banana. I'm right here, faggot. You're in the middle of the road. You're in the middle of the crosswalk. Nigger, 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 nigger. Why are you walking away? Why are you crossing the street, nigger? Why are you walking away? Nobody's scared of you. Why are you walking away? I'm doing so, pussy. Nigger. Keep chipping out, nigger. You make yourself look like a monkey. Ooh-ah-ah. Ooh-ah-ah. Get back in your car.
Okay, so that's enough of that. So this guy's been doing this for months and months and months and months and months and months on YouTube to all kinds of random people, and finally got attacked and got he ended up shooting somebody. Though he shot one of these guys that of course you're going to get mad if somebody's going to keep saying that to you over and over and over again. It's just wild. All I'm saying is it's just crazy out there. And the people don't think it can end bad. But if you look at the dude from Sin City Manny from Las Vegas, he walked up and executed 2 people live on the fucking Las Vegas Boulevard. Right on there live. I need to go grab some water. Anyway, this motherfucker he's in jail, and I think he's looking at, let's see what's up here. Anyway, I think we're just going to move on. I'm just going to go back. My whole point to this is that you have, and it's not just these guys. A lot of these up and coming influencers are very one side or the other. And you also have Dan Bilzerian, whatever his name is, who's running for Congress. And he's running against Randy Fine. And he refers to that dude as Fat Jew Randy Fine. And this dude said that he would sign up for free to go kill Israelis. And he's running for Congress, this guy. But if you look at Victor Marx in Colorado, it's like, our whole government is just falling apart. It has become. Hey, Todd, do you know about Victor Marx and what he said on Candace Owens? Have you followed any of that? Do you know who Victor Marx is? He's running for governor of Colorado. He was just on Candace Owens, and he said when he was 3 years old that he was forced to cut off the head of a cat, and that he was told that if he didn't do it, that they were going to cut his head off. And this is the dude running for sorry guys, I backed out of my screen. Well, here, let's imagine this guy. So I'll show you. Being your governor.
With Candace Owens that I think will never be forgotten. I want to appreciate my team here. Look, I always say truth will prevail, and it did today.
So that's Victor Marx, and he's running for governor of Colorado. It was also the first one on the internet to post that Charlie Kirk was dead, believe it or not. But let me see if I can find the story. Hold on.
But you're constantly presenting yourself like you're some sort of an authority. You can just deliver the facts. I received a phone call from this person. They said they might be looking for him, and I don't know where that went since. That would be a logical,
Candace,
non-emotive
it's
statement.
completely appropriate for me to say law enforcement is looking for an individual who confessed to someone who platformed him on your show, Connected, y'all, that he is homicidal and he wants to kill me, and this is how he's going to do it.
I just
the same way
don't
that Charlie
know
was
if
killed.
I believe that the feds would need you to help.
That's not the right one.
I'm doing good, Candace.
And thank you for joining me. I'm sorry that I missed your message that came back to me on, I think it was April 22nd. I know we were pinging over Instagram, but I'm glad that you could join us today. I'd like to guide this conversation sort of in order, meaning starting a little bit with your background. I think I have a lot of questions about some of the stories that you've shared. And I was able to speak to some of your family members, and they seem to have some questions about some of the biographical items that you share. So just beginning with, I think, sort of the inflection points, this story about beheading a cat and wearing its head at the age of 3. I mean, it's not an easy thing to behead a cat. I have a lot of toddlers. Do you stand by that?
Well, let's start with, I think, what's most relevant right.
So anyway, I'm going to move on. But yeah, our government is fucked. Our education system's fucked. And our government's fucked. And I'm not talking about 2 years ago fucked. I'm talking about 2026, 2027 fucked, where this is not good, guys. I mean, it's dangerously not good. It's unbelievable how scary things have gotten. I mean, yesterday or 2 days ago, somebody, I think, Hey Teacher said, hey, did you hear about something happening over in Longview, something. I look it up, and it's somebody over here. It has to do with somebody over here caught up in a sexual case, and it's not even what she's talking about. And this just happened over here. Somebody got sexually assaulted. A kid got sexually assaulted by another kid, reported it, and the school superintendent decided not to report it to authorities or to the parents or whatever, something like that. And so they arrested the superintendent. It's crazy. Hey, Teacher, was it you? Hello, perfect timing. Were you the one telling me about that? You asked me to look up somebody over on, I think it was with something to do with Longview, and it ended up being a whole completely different story. We're going down. I don't know why I have Victor Marks on the screen, but we're all over the place. Hold on. I even lost. Oh, there we go. Let me get out of the Victor Marks rabbit hole. I don't know if we played any of the Hunter Biden stuff or not. Thursday. That would have been on Thursday. So Friday. Oh, yeah, I'm sure we did. Somebody found $1 million in cash on the beach of Florida and immediately contacted the police.
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I had $1 million, but I'd spend it all if I could find that Hannah in that Sancho that she's found. Well, I'd pop a cap in Sancho and I'd slap. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's all over the news now. What horrible luck for this guy. Now, maybe he would have turned it anyways, but in broad daylight, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? He's on a crowded beach probably. Good Lord. Could you imagine finding all that money? If you find some money, leave it alone. It could be sprayed with. Yeah, that's true. But that much money, though, I say we put on gloves and hazmats and wash the money with bleach and then spend it. You know. Here you go, authorities. We found $225,000 in cash. Can you believe that? In this half broken open package. You guys can have it all. I mean, that's what I would do. But I don't blame him. I mean, if it happened in broad daylight, what are you going to do? Hunter Biden, almost 7 years clean and sober, which he, apparently takes seriously. He goes, not a victory lap, just a fact. To anyone in the fight right now, good God, I got to get some water. Here, I'll let you guys read it. I'll be right back. So anyway, I mean, if you watch that Hunter Biden interview, and one thing about just, for me personally, just calling balls and strikes, I don't believe anything. It's easy for, it's easy for anybody to just believe, something that's not true about somebody, and I think, of course, Hunter and those guys got exposed, but all those guys are crooked up there. But, I don't remember hearing anything about Hunter, sexually assaulting any kids or anything like that. So I would much rather go after and hate those guys first above him. I think that we should make that clear. I mean, that's just to stick it to the Epstein class a little bit, and it was a pretty good interview. Hunter's I think he's a pretty likable guy. So, hey, teacher says he's a loser. Well, and I don't know any of the stories. I don't even know anything about the laptop. I heard about the laptop. He totally denies the cocaine being his. He says that's not even, he said he smoked, he was a crackhead. He didn't do powdered cocaine. And it was in the room that it was in. He doesn't even go in that room. I don't know. The one thing was it was a stick. Todd Fathers. Yo.
So,
how you doing?
Good. I had an early event today, so I got to get out and come home decent.
Right on. Cool. Sorry, I was sipping my coffee. Nice. Sweet. What are you doing tonight?
Honestly, I'm literally just laying here, sitting here. I'm debating whether I'm going to have an alcoholic beverage or not. And yeah, nothing. I'm just absolutely I've had a whole week's full of people. I'm happy being home in the next 2 days off.
Understand it. So you get Sunday, Monday off?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't got nothing going on. Plus, it's a holiday.
Yeah, today was kind of slow at the market. So it is what it is.
We had 2 days of celebrations of life. The one guy yesterday was a house builder, and they literally brought in his tools. Like, he had all these hammers with all these crazy sayings that he liked inscribed in them. and they had like his hats, they had like his ruler, they had all this stuff with the guy. I never seen anything like it. It was really, really like a very good tribute, you know. And then
That's awesome.
yeah, and then today we had another one, and the girl, when she was planning this, the guy was still alive but dying. She's like, I'm planning a party for my dying father. Like it was just morbid, you know what I mean? So she's like, he's got 8 weeks, but I guess the poor guy passed well before the 8 weeks because she switched her date a month ahead of time. So, but that they also did a nice thing there, and that's what I was sending you guys earlier. Those pictures of the pizza, because she said, can you make pizzas? I said sure. So that's what we did today. So.
Yeah, those look pretty solid, hefty pizzas. Do you normally make the crust that thick? They look like they were pan pizzas almost.
No, I do. Yeah. I mean, well, to be honest, yeah, I always put a pretty thick crust on it, but I let them sit out today for a while so that the yeast started activating fast, like, you know, in the warm kitchen. You know what I mean? So it was rising already.
Okay. Yeah, they look like they were almost, is that Chicago style or?
No, just same style around here. I mean, before I made the pizzas, if I could have pinched them down a lot thinner, you know what I mean? But I didn't.
Was there any left?
So the first 5 got slaughtered. I mean, that picture I sent you, those were gone within like 11 minutes, if that. And then I was like, I said to the girl's husband, I said, hey, I think I should throw in 2 or 3 more. He goes, yeah, okay. And then one of my bartenders walks back in the kitchen and said, hey, man, he goes, put another 5 out. He goes, it's all gone. So I did. And then the 5 all got eaten too. And then, you know, it was like the other 5 got eaten a little slower, but they didn't want me to make any more. So.
Right on.
So. But yeah, so I did a sleep study, I don't know, last month, and I had 38 apneas per hour. So I stopped breathing like 38 times in 1 hour while I was sleeping. And it's mostly on my back, and then my oxygen level went down to 70%. So that's pretty scary shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the doctor called me and said, you know, you have severe apnea. You know, you really should get a machine. So it got approved through insurance and whatnot. And the last 2 nights I've worn this thing. I'd like Darth Vader or like I look like Snuffleupagus with the trunk hanging off me. And I'm not gonna bullshit you. I went down to, I think the first night was 3.5 per hour. You know, apneas, and then yesterday was 1.8 per hour. That's it. And my wife said I never snored once, and this is the first 2 days that I haven't craved caffeine in probably 20 years. Like, I slept so good and like I'm so refreshed. It's like a complete game changer. And I hope to God it keeps going this way. I can't believe I didn't do this sooner.
Really? So what is it exactly?
So it's an air machine that pushes air into your airways so your muscles don't choke you off pretty much. You know what I mean? Because like when you lay it back on your back, like your tongue could block off your airway. You know what I mean? Like your tongue muscle relaxes.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I know I've woken myself up from getting choked off before. You know what I mean? Like it's real shit. And I mean, yeah, I could stand to lose a few pounds, but even when I was in, you know, decent shape, I still had moderate because I got tested like 20 years ago. And when I tried it on in the office, it got me nervous because I was breathing out of my mouth because a full face mask goes over your nose and your mouth.
Right.
And when you could feel the air coming in, like when you're breathing in, and when you breathe out, you got to breathe against that air that's coming in. So it felt like my lungs were getting all big and like I got lightheaded, like I got all anxious. It was crazy. And I told the guy, I said, if this is the way this is going to be, I guarantee I'm not going to last. So he's like, you're probably just nervous being here. Just get it home, blah, blah, blah. So I wound up just inhaling through my nose only. And it was perfect. Like I didn't have any issues with it. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's, a couple times I'd wake up there in the night a little bit and like adjust it, or it just feels weird. But I did 20,000 steps on Friday morning and didn't even have any caffeine at all. None.
Wow.
So it's.
And you drink coffee every morning normally?
No, I'd have a Monster Energy drink.
Oh, that's right.
So, yeah, it's just been the last 2 days have been just like, I don't know, like an awakening or something. I don't know how to explain it. So
I'm gonna have to look into that because I don't know if I just don't sleep good, so I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I mean, if you go to the doctor, I mean, do you have insurance? Health insurance?
It's not very good.
I was gonna say, because yeah, I mean, if you feel like, I mean, see, the thing that triggered the whole thing is that, my wife's like, "Oh my God, it sounds like you're sawing the house in half," as far as snoring. So that was like the first thing. Like, she's like, "You're snoring way worse than ever." And then it was coming to a point where, yeah, I'd be snoring, then I'd wake up, my mouth is completely dry, so I'm breathing out of my mouth. Like, it just, I don't know, a whole bunch of things kind of led up to it. And
this is a prescription only machine.
I mean, I'm sure you can. Well, I mean, yeah, I had to go through, obviously, my regular doctor. Then they got a referral to the sleep people, however you want to call it. I don't even know what they call them, but yeah, then I had to have a consultation with them. Then I had to go pick up the equipment for the home test, because you just have to sleep over for that stuff. You know what I mean? But now you could do it right at home. It's all computerized and stuff. You got to hook yourself up to a bunch of shit. Well, not too much, but and then they they have the results. Literally, it gets uploaded into a computer, and they know how long you were on your side, your back, and your oxygen level at each thing. The more you're snoring here on this position or that position, it's crazy. It's unbelievable. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And by no means am I trying to do any medical advice to anybody. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. So
I think it's just you, me, and Hey Teacher. So.
Oh, really? So, yeah, I don't know. I was going to call you on the way home from work today. I didn't know if your stand was still up. So I don't know. But
what time?
I got out 4 o'clock my time. So what's that? 1 o'clock your time?
Yeah, the market doesn't close till 2.
Yeah. So then I wound up having to go run. I had to run to Home Depot and run to the grocery store. So I didn't really call it. I didn't call anybody.
Right on.
But yeah, it's crazy. You could hear it. It sounds like, you could hear me breathing in and out, but the machine's super quiet, and all you hear is me like inhale, exhale. But my wife and I sleep at like white noise anyways, so it's not like it was a big deal. So.
Well, I drank a ton of caffeine today, but normally like I'll get tired and have to take a nap sometimes in the middle of the day. Well, I can't do that on a Saturday because of the market, but I'm not going to need a nap tonight or today. I'll be good till I go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah. So I tried this. What do they call those surf sides? They're like vodka seltzers or whatever.
Oh, no, I've heard of.
Yeah, they're called surf sides. It's like a little, like the slim can, seltzer alcohol drinks. The vodka seltzer drinks.
Uh-huh.
And there's a blueberry lemonade one.
Okay.
And they're dangerous. Straight up. Like you drink that, it don't even taste like there's anything in it, man. And I split one with the bartender. She's like, "Oh, we just got these in. Try it." And oh wow, it was good. And then yesterday, after the event ended, it was a long event. They stayed probably an hour and a half more than they were supposed to. And we all went up to our front bar, and I had a Corona with a lime. I can't tell you the last time I had a Corona with a lime. It totally hit the spot. It was great. Yeah, Surfsides. Yeah, you're right, Teacher. That second one, Surfside. Yep.
I can't remember what event I was at, but I was at one event where they kept saying leave room in the lemonade. I was making lemonades, and like all these ladies were like, leave a little room, please.
Oh, they're all spiking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And I was at one where they wanted me to put tequila on the snow cone. And
you're not allowed to do that though, right?
No, well, it was for a cop. It was a cop's family for a birthday party, and it was like on private. But I still didn't. I said it. No, I said no because I said hell no because there's kids. Kids are so many kids. That's why I was there. I was like, hey, if you want to do that, I would just give you because it was prepaid. Like they didn't have to pay for the snow cones. They paid.
Yeah.
And so I just gave them the cups of the ice already snow coned up. I was like, yeah, you guys could just go do whatever you want with that. I can't have that tequila in my stand.
Right. Teacher, they're it's not like Mike's Hard Lemonade. It's a seltzer. It's like different. I don't know how to explain it, but you can't buy them. You gotta, around here in New York, you gotta buy them at a liquor store. You can't buy them at like a grocery store or whatever, or corner store. You gotta go to an actual liquor store to buy these.
I used to love those. They call them wine coolers back in the day, basically, right?
Well, wine coolers, I don't think they were seltzers though. The wine coolers were like malt liquor, weren't they? Like carbonated malt liquor?
Maybe, yeah. Because a seltzer is like a White Claw type of thing.
Yes, that's correct. Good, yeah. Oh my God, the wine coolers like Fuzzy Navel, remember those?
Yeah, those were dangerous too.
Yeah, you can drink a 4-pack. But they used to sell them in 4-packs.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you could. I remember, man. Like we used to funnel beer back in high school. Do you know what that is, or?
Like a beer bong.
Kinda, but it's a funnel. Like you make it out of. You cut a 2-liter bottle toward the top, so you can fit more beer in it, and then you attach a clear hose to it. Then you pour beers in it, and then you hold the you hold the bottom of the hose, so all the bubbles and everything go way up to the top.
Okay.
And then you let off the tube, and it just shoots right down. Like it'll go right. You could drink it super fast. Some people have sorry for this sound bad, but a gag reflex. They don't have it, so it just shoots right into their stomach. My one friend did it like 6 beers in one of them, all at once.
Oh God, that's so
Man.
dangerous.
So we were hanging out with some girls or whatever, and the one girl's like, I want to funnel my wine cooler. I'm like, you better not. I'm like, it's different than beer. I'm telling you. I want to do it. Okay. Well, we poured it in there, and she was throwing up with it about 30 seconds after she did it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because everybody's gonna throw up on those eventually, right? The wine coolers.
Oh yeah.
Like you can only drink those. There's a lot of sugar and.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah, look it up, Teacher. Surfside seltzer drinks. There's a million different flavors, and I don't know where you live, Teacher, but yeah, they should be widely available, I would assume.
We'll look it up right now. I'll share the screen. Hold on. Surfsides. Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about. Hold on, let me get to the actual thing.
I didn't ruin your flow or your show, did I?
No.
I was gonna
There
say
was
because
no.
you put the link in our text message thing there, so
Yeah,
the
there
one
was
time
no.
I could actually come online with somebody, I actually did. So
Yeah, no, it's cool. We haven't even done nothing. Let's see here. Surfside iced tea and vodka variety pack. Is that what you're talking about?
yep, that's it. That's them. Yeah, they got all different flavors.
Yeah, I can't get it. Yeah, Surfside. 3 iced tea, 3. Oh, what's going on here? 3 iced tea, 3 peach tea, 3 half and half, 3 raspberry tea. So that's your 12.
The flavor I bought was different from what's in that one, though.
You got the blueberry lemonade?
Yeah. Osada, you should see if you could pull up the video that happened in Buffalo today.
All right.
A cop got stabbed and then shot the guy, and the guy tried getting away, but his pants were all down. Like it's bad. It's comical, but it's bad. It's just
So
say
the guy shot the cop?
No, the cop shot the guy after he stabbed him, or yeah. So just I don't know, type in like Buffalo police shooting today or something. It's all over Facebook. I know that.
And when did it happen?
Today, I think.
Okay, here we go.
Is it just me and you right now? Is anybody here?
I think Hey Teacher's still with us.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for being out here today. Today at approximately 4:40 this afternoon, officers from the Ferry Fillmore District were flagged down by a civilian. That civilian pointed out a male subject. Officers did approach the male subject. They did give verbal commands. They attempted to have an interaction with this male subject, at which point the male subject produced 2 edged weapons, 1 scissors and another box cutter, 1 in each hand. The officers had a physical interaction with the subject, at which point 1 officer ended up being stabbed with non-life-threatening wounds. From there, a taser was deployed. The taser was effective, but the subject still held on to both edged weapons. And then from there was some more physical interaction with the officers and the subject. The subject then lost 1 of his edged weapons, and another physical engagement ensued where the subject was shot 2 times by 1 officer. Both
I thought it was 1.
Subject are at ECMC with non-life-threatening injuries. We'll have more information on Monday with a full-blown press conference where Commissioner Shields.
Do they show the actual thing? Because that's out. The whole thing's some lady filmed it from her car. Oh, so that must have been the press conference. No, there's the thing is actually out there. The actual. No. I could try to get you a link, maybe. Yeah, I couldn't see them showing that on YouTube. Do you want me to look? You're on mute.
Sorry. Let me try X real quick. Buffalo cop shoots guy who stabbed him.
You just got to see it. The guy's pants fall down and everything. It's.
Yeah, no, we'll get it.
What's up, Johnny? I'm actually not working on a Saturday night. It's nice. I'm literally laying on my bed right now. My wife's, believe it or not, Mosada, my wife is making chocolate covered strawberries right
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yep, and she made the chocolate peanut butter balls too.
Okay. Hey,
She's got
Gianni.
a bridal shower to go to tomorrow, and that's what she's bringing.
Chocolate strawberries and the what do you call those things?
I don't know. It's like like you put
Peanut balls.
make peanut butter into a fucking ball, and then you put it in chocolate. I don't know.
Yeah. What kind of chocolate strawberries? Milk chocolate?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. How you doing, Gianni? Yeah, I was on mute. Tommy has the Catholic minute. Osada has the mute minute. Yep, you already know.
Yeah, Johnny. I actually got my voice back now. I didn't have my voice was raspy since I came back from Jersey. I'm gonna go live. I still want to go live and talk about my trip and stuff. Like I literally have not been active on YouTube since I got back. So
I hear you. Yeah, no, that's wild.
did you find it on X?
No. Uh-uh.
Yeah, I haven't been on at all. I went on Theme News once where told everybody about my wife's how my wife's car got hit, and that's really it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I go on when I can. I didn't go on yesterday. Nobody watches me though. I got a couple of faithful listeners: Gianni, Hey Teacher, Grateful, Patty, Sweet Tea. There's a few.
Yeah, Johnny, I'm doing better. The third day I was there, I was like I didn't hang out with them for that half of the day because I stayed in bed. Like the first day I was there, I was up for like 20 something hours because I couldn't sleep, and the whole day before I worked, and as soon as we got off the plane. Yeah, as soon as we got off the plane, we were out and about until 9 o'clock at night for the most part. So, what was I going to say? No, my wife's car's not totaled, believe it or not. She, her car needs a new door and possibly a new fender, but the other two cars I think were totaled out, believe it or not. So, look at this. Papa Smurf's in the house.
Oh, there he is. I've been saving a video for theme.
Did you watch? Did you find it?
Which one?
The on X. You gotta look.
No, it's not on there. I looked. I couldn't find it.
Oh, hang on. Let me see if I could send you a link.
Okay, while you're doing that, I got a video for theme do.
All right.
I'm gonna play real quick. Well, first, check this out. This isn't the one I was thinking of, but look at Brock, man.
I just dumped a lot. Yeah, I'll take some of that. Is this all you eat? Just meat? You're a keto guy? Yeah, keto. Are you really? Yeah. All day, every day? All day. How long have you been doing it? 8 years. Oh my God. How did you get past that first month? Bro. I was struggling to get past that first. What? I just dumped a lot.
That motherfucker is jacked. Brock is still looking good.
Have you ever seen his fucking legs? His calves, I should say.
Well, I mean, they got to be huge, right?
No, they're like fucking pencils.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Look at those fucking legs, though.
Well, that's what years and years and years of steroids will do. They'll get you massive.
Johnny
I'm sure he was a big guy before that, but
yeah, no roids there, nothing to see here. Oh yeah, well, I think there was that one dude. God, what was his name? He sued the UFC and Dana White, a UFC fighter, because they knew Brock was juiced.
Yeah, yep.
He got hurt. Samoan dude from like New Zealand or something. Can't remember his name. Big heavyweight.
Rob Base died.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play Theme Dude's video since before he leaves. I got to play it for him real quick. Hold on.
When people say sex with men, you immediately think of like butt sex. I mean, it's hard to be graphic, but that's kind of like where the mind goes, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't that. So I don't want to be like, okay, I did this thing, but that part of it didn't happen but it didn't. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know that matters, but that's the only part of it that I'm like, it wasn't full-fledged, man. It was that like you'll experiment with in college. You know, I never went to college, so.
Was it the drugs that made you curious, or were you curious before the drugs and the drugs gave you the confidence?
Yeah, that's a good question. I sitting here, I don't really know. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, it was absolutely the drugs, because there's two schools of thought that the drugs, you know, open doors that are already somewhere in that house, or that they create them, you know. So I don't know. It never happened without the you know, insane amounts of crack.
So that was for Theme Dude. I don't believe Charlie Sheen one bit. I don't even think he did have gay sex. I think he's just saying that because they're just how our government and all those people are right now. He's lying. He can't even keep a story straight, this guy. But anyway, that video was for Theme Dude. Tiger blood, Gianni says. It's funny, I started playing that and Theme Dude goes, he's ripped. But he was talking about, what's his name? You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm still trying to see if
you can find the link. That's right. Here's another one. This one is for Theme Dude too, but it's crazy. And you know, I can relate to this one, even though it is Charlie Sheen again. And I know he's telling the truth about this one.
I smoked for 33 years, and I started on Platoon because Oliver wanted
the show started it, huh?
Oliver wanted the character to smoke. Yeah. Yeah. And so I figured out that there's 20 in a pack. They're 3 inches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's that, 5 feet?
Something like that.
60 inches, right?
Yeah.
So times 2, so it's 10 feet times 7 times 365 times 10. So I did all the math.
Right. Yeah.
And it turned out to be 24, if you line them up tip to tip.
Right.
Like 24 and a half miles.
Wow.
Of cigarettes. That's what I smoked.
That's crazy.
Like I smoked a marathon and never ran one. I smoked
That's crazy. 24. Apparently he quit, Gianni. I mean,
who quit?
Charlie Sheen. I mean, can we believe anything this guy says? But the numbers don't lie. I mean, he's right about those numbers. I mean, that's just an insane amount. That's just insane to think about. You find your video?
No, man, I'm looking.
Okay.
It's crazy. It was all over, like everything you look at, and now it's nowhere.
I run into that all the time. That's why I try to bookmark them. But so Kyle Busch died at age 41, which is really weird. The circumstances behind what, you know, he was a race car driver. Apparently he hurt his leg, had to have some type of surgery. Then he got sick with something, but he was also involved in a lawsuit where he won some money against an insurance company. And they were making a correlation between Kobe Bryant. You know, he just had won a lawsuit against a pharmaceutical company, and this guy went a lawsuit against an insurance company.
I thought it was, from what I heard, it was pneumonia that had sepsis, turned into sepsis, and then
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. At one point, he said to the infield doctor he wanted a shot to combat a sinus infection. After that race 10 days ago at Watkins Glen.
Did you hear what I said before?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
That something about the sepsis, right?
Yeah. Yo, go look in your Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
You might have my name if you show the video, but I don't give a fuck.
No, I can pull it up.
3 packs a day. Holy moly. I never smoked at all, ever. I tried it. The last time I had a drag of a cigarette, I threw my guts up, but I was drunk, so can't do it. Never got into it.
You got to give me a second because it's just super slow when I'm on, when you're streaming. There we go. I almost said your name, dude. I didn't need to share it. I just about blurted it out. I talked.
That's all right.
You know what I mean?
Most people know my name anyway. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, we only got a couple people watching, but still. Yep, just about blurted it out there. It's taking forever to load. Let's see here. See if I click on it. Nope.
No, I know, Johnny. My father smoked. My brother smoked. A couple of my uncles. A lot of my friends smoked. I don't know. Just never stuck with me. I don't know. Not complaining at all by any means.
All right. Now I got it loaded. Oh, let me make sure you're not on there still. No. I would have showed you anyways.
Yeah, like I said, I sent that one video to Anthony's show. The one night I sent him a video, and my name was right on top of it the whole time he was showing it. I'm like, I texted him like, "Thanks, Dick."
That's hilarious. All right, here we go.
Oh, can you zoom in on that? Look at his pants are right almost around his ankles.
Damn, is that a justified shooting?
I don't know, because
does he have
he
a
had
gun
his
on?
gun out, and then it looks like there's no way you can go closer, right?
Hold on, let me see if I can.
Because he looks like he put his arm out. I don't know if that's when he got hit with a box cutter or what. I don't know, but then
yeah, I don't think I can get it bigger. Hold on. Since it's on Facebook, let me just look it up.
That guy said that the guy said he got shot twice. I only heard one shot. He said he got hit in the stomach and the leg.
Where's this one? Can you see the screen on this one?
Yeah, but you can't. Go to Amherst Scanner, AMHERST Scanner, if you're on Facebook.
Okay, hold on.
Because that's where I think I pulled it up. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see if I can make it bigger. No.
Oh, that's not it. Look at his pants. See his pants?
Yeah. No, there was 2 shots.
I don't hear 2 shots though.
Oh, I did. Here, we'll play it again. Did you hear it right there?
Was it pop or?
Yeah, it just. I mean, I didn't mean to press pause, but it was right exactly when I pressed pause is the second shot. See how he's falling right there?
Yeah. So I think because if you could zoom in on the video, the cop's gun goes down. So like the guy hit it or something, and it go. Look at him pulling his pants up, trying to run away.
Crazy.
There was no sound there, but.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it on this one. Let's see here. Where's the freaking sound at?
Yeah, you could see like he like almost swatted the gun down. So that second.
Yeah. I can't handle her screaming.
I know, right?
But yeah, there's definitely 2 shots there. That's wild. CG2, hello.
They yeah, that's probably not even 15 minutes from my house where that is. it's in a pretty bad neighborhood. I've driven through there with Uber before.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But we have that kind of behavior around here too.
Yeah, Broadway and I think they said Broadway and Liddell, if Thindu's still listening.
Is that not buying a Lenovo, is it?
No, that's the east, or Broadway, I think, is the east side. Lenovo's on the west side.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's crazy.
What's your weather like right now?
Dude, it rained all day today. All day, just coming down. Like, just nonstop. It's supposed to do that tomorrow, too, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know. But yesterday was real nice, and then it got, then it rained at night. Yesterday was beautiful out there in the day. Hey, I think they're going to make a movie on the Sky King. Did you hear about that?
Say it again now.
I think they're going to make a movie about the Sky King.
What's the Sky King?
The guy from your neck of the woods who did took the plane, hijacked the plane. He was an airport worker, and he did a barrel roll with it.
Yeah.
And then he wound up going down on the island there.
Yep. What's up, See No Evil? How you doing?
What's up, dude? It's going down.
You're definitely very on point. See no evil, speak no evil is a very good way of thinking.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I guess they're gonna make a movie on that guy.
Yeah, that was wild because he was like, he was all depressed, right?
Yeah, but like you wouldn't know it. Like listening to the whole airplane verbiage. He goes, I'm just a broken guy. He's like, he goes, let's see if I could do a barrel roll with this thing. And he's like, oh, he goes, and then maybe I'll just end it. He goes, that's what he said. He's like, yeah, maybe I'll just end it from that. If I complete that, maybe I'll just end it. He goes, I don't plan on landing or coming back or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, did you ever watch a video of that, of the guy,
many times. I think he crashed on Ketron Island was the name of the island that he came
Yeah.
from.
Is that near you? That's not far away, right?
No. My buddy, they had cabins on Anderson Island, which you take a ferry from basically the mainland to, and you pass by Ketron Island, so I've seen it many times. And yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that's fucking, how scary, man. I mean, no matter what, to do something like that in an airplane.
And he wasn't a pilot by any means. He just worked there.
Yeah.
How do you know what to do when you go in this? And it wasn't even like a commercial plane, really. It was. I don't know. I went into a rabbit hole the one day about it. Just looking up what kind of plane it was, and yeah, man, it's crazy.
There was another dude from here too, the Barefoot Bandit. Did you ever hear about him?
No.
So he was this kid that he was stealing people's airplanes and boats, and I can't remember how he got the name the Barefoot Bandit, but he would just he'd sneak into your property and steal your boat, steal your plane, and he was good at it. He got away for quite a while, and I can't remember They ended up catching him. Let's see here. Let's see if I put it in X if something comes up.
So so while you're looking for that, I have a cousin who lives in Seattle. He's a mortgage broker and does very well there. And he's got a little 4-year-old daughter and his wife, and they were upstairs and giving the girl a bath, getting ready for bedtime or whatever, and they heard something like a window break. So he went downstairs, and there was guys trying to break in his house, like literally at like 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, damn.
And it's all on video. And so he caught up to one of the guys. They took off. Well, he caught one of them, and the other people, I don't know if it was 2 other people or one other, they got in the car and took off, left the other guy for dead. Well, my cousin caught this kid and was like beating the shit out of him, like on his front lawn. And he was dragging him back to the house because, the wife called the cops or whatever. The guy circled back in the car and put a gun up against my cousin's head and said, "Let him go or I'll blow your effing head off," or whatever. So he let him go and they got away. You believe that?
Damn.
Yeah. And it's crazy because my cousin who I'm talking about, he's not like a big guy. He's just nuts. You know what I mean? It's just, I didn't know he had it in him, to be honest. But yeah, the guy come back in the car, put a gun up against his head. He said, let him go or I'll blow your, whatever head off. And yeah, he let him go. I don't even think they caught the people, to be honest.
That's wild.
What were you looking up? The Barefoot Bandit?
Yeah, I couldn't find it. It was quite a while ago. It's not a big deal. Did you know about the shots fired at the White? Yeah, we heard about that. I guess they killed a guy.
No, I didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah, it's kind of vague what happened. The world's falling apart. Gas is fucking expensive. Trump's talking about staying in power past 2028. The motherfucker.
Really?
Well, he keeps joking about it. Like either he's gonna, start keep the war going so he can stay in power or some bullshit, or he's either that or he's gonna become prime minister of Israel. He says.
I'll tell you what, man. He does not look well.
Nope.
He doesn't look well at all. Even his speech, like he's not as like how could you say vibrant as he was, spry or whatever you want to call it. But like he just looks tired. 30 shots fired. Holy moly. Yeah. I mean, the guy's fucking 80, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on, my daughter's texting.
Thing is, like, you just don't know what to believe anymore with anybody. You can't believe anything on the news. Then you got all these other crazy idiots doing their podcasts and whatever. You don't even know who to believe. You don't. There's a guy I listen to. His name's Ben Dykes. You ever heard of him?
Ben Dykes. It sounds familiar, but no.
Yeah, he was like he's a former Navy. He was spent 20 years in a submarine. He says it about 7 times a show, but he seems pretty down to earth and good. Yeah, Ben Dykes, Dykes. That's who I listen. I listen a lot to him. It seems like he's not trying to sell you on anything. You know what I mean? He just gets his own information or whatever. And I know he's in. And then there's 2C TV. Did you ever hear of 2C TV? So it's actually a guy from Iran, in Iran. No, he's not in Iran. Sorry, but he's Iranian. And it's 2C TV, TOUSI TV.
Right.
And I heard there's a bounty on him, but.
Yeah, you got to be careful where you get your information from, because like I think we pretty much all get like crazy information,
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what he posted there. I see a link, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I can't click on links. We got Michael Moore, Chud the Builder, AOC. Somebody got arrested for talking about this too, which I don't know all the information, but
this is the current drinking water in Morgan County, Georgia. Right after a data center was constructed, the Meta data center was constructed. The only difference between the clean water and this was that data center. I have another one as well. So this wasn't just one well. These wasn't just one family's situation. This is what the drinking water now looks like next to that data center. And I think both of us can agree that neither one of these things are drinkable. These families now have to ship, in a rural area, have to ship water to their house in order to cook and bathe themselves. This is the current drinking water in Morgan County.
Man, if that's really the case, man, holy moly.
yeah, no, it is. And then somebody got arrested for posting about it or something like that. And I don't know exactly. Let me see here.
Yes, See No Evil. Check out that guy's channel. I like listening to him.
Yeah, woman arrested. So it's going to take me to YouTube. I don't know. Let's see if I can find just a Facebook post. There we go.
So how are you feeling, America, about the results of the Thomas Massie election? Have you come to terms with the realization that our government's controlled by a bunch of unregistered foreign agents? And whatever apparatus this is, call it Israel, call it AIPAC, call it unregistered foreign agents, that our country is in serious danger. And no matter how hard we fight, no matter who we vote for, our vote doesn't matter. Well, I want to give you a little perspective of what's coming because it's already down to the local level. So as these AI data centers start coming into your town and they're poisoning your water and they're poisoning your children and they're giving them cancer and you're trying to fight back against the machine, they're going to sue your family. They're going to bankrupt you and they're going to take everything that you hold. Everything that you've worked your entire life for is going to be given to them in a lawsuit. So when I tell you you have no choice but to move your family out of this country, this is what I'm trying to warn you guys about. So if you guys have a decent amount of wealth, guys, if you don't have $100,000, buy people down and do that, you need it. Guys, I just can't do it that you've ever made for you.
This guy won't shut the fuck up about certain things. I thought it was about the lady who got arrested. Sweet Tea, hello. How are you? Good to see you. But yeah. So anyway, I don't know all the details, but those data centers are crazy, man. And what are they for? We still don't even know what they're for.
They are actually building one within an hour from me. I know that for sure. We, at my place, we let campers park sometimes year round for like the Bills tailgates and stuff, but they just leave them there. And this guy was looking for a place to, or I'm sorry. Wait a second. I got that wrong. So when we had the RV show at our place, he was looking at RVs because he was going to buy one and basically live on the data center's property until he had to go back home. So. Yeah. Knee's doing great. I mean, it does get some soreness here and there. Last weekend I did 33,000 steps at my job. Yesterday I did 20,000 alone. So it's holding up pretty good. No complaints. Hello, Sweet Tea.
Did you hear about that data center that Kevin O'Leary's building?
Who's Kevin O'Leary?
The Shark Tank guy.
Oh, no.
It's in Utah, and it's twice the size of Manhattan. Literally. And it's going to use more than twice the amount of power that the entire state of Utah uses right now.
How do they get away with that?
That's a good question.
I mean, I'm just wondering if there's going to be so much kickback to the state or something. There's got to be. They just couldn't just say yes. I don't know.
Well, what is a building? A complex of buildings that's twice the size of Manhattan. What does that do? I mean, what are they for? You know what I mean? We don't even know what they're for. People say like, "Oh, it's for AI." Well, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Hold on. What's this here? I think these guys are probably bitching about his data center.
False. All of this is false. Then why won't they let people talk? Why won't they let us act quick? It's false. This is not real information. And we sit here like it's okay. It's a charade. It's a charade. It's false.
Damn right it's false. That's not what we wanted to hear, though. Hold on. Just from that's why I bookmark videos, because you just spend your whole time just looking for something, you know what I mean? You can't find it. So never mind. But no, it literally, his data center is literally, I think it's like 62 square miles or something like that. And Manhattan's only like 30 square miles or some bullshit. And how is that even possible? Like I said, how is it even legal? But how is that even a real thing? What do they mean that they're going to use twice as much power as the entire state uses right now for one building? And apparently he's going to he's building it so where he can come up with his own energy or some bullshit. I don't know.
I don't know. That's just.
Wild stuff.
Now I'm intrigued. I gotta look up where they're building. Where are they building data center
in Buffalo?
Near Buffalo. I'm looking right now.
Well, there's 5,000 of them, so there's probably more than one in Buffalo already.
Yeah, but I like town of Alabama in Genesee County. So that's, oh my God, 2.2 million square foot AI data center campus proposed by Stream Data Centers. Wow.
Well, you've got.
What's that?
There are currently 34 and 37. There's currently between 34 and 37 operational data centers in the greater Buffalo, New York area.
How many? 34?
Yeah, 34 to 37. This infrastructure ranges from local enterprise server rooms to large-scale collocation and cloud facilities. 35 data centers operated by 14 major providers. Market rank, it is the 24th largest data center market in the United States. Facilities in the region support over 500,000 square feet of space and draw upwards of 451 megawatts of power.
So they're actually looking to build data center right outside of my town that would it's literally within 15 minutes from me, if not even. 2 billion proposed 2 billion AI data center to build the old Tonawanda Coke plant. Oh my God. They shut the Coke plant down because of the pollution. like killing everything around it. It was bad. If Dean Dude's still listening, I don't know if he is, but he would know about the they call it the Tonawanda Coke plant. It was bad.
And now it's going to be just as bad with the data center pollution.
And that's not far from my house at all, like at all.
Because what they have to do is they have to bring in massive amounts of water to cool their equipment, but then it's contaminated water that they flush back into God knows where after it cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
oh my God. Yeah, that's not far from.
Here in Washington, we're supposed to be the green state, all libtards and green energy and all this. Yet we have one of the largest data centers in the country already. So who knows? But again, I just want to know what they're for. Is it so you and me can use ChatGPT and it can give us a picture faster? Is that what you know what I mean?
The last one yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, that last one I was talking about is 13 minutes from my house.
Damn.
Yeah, it's right on the Niagara River. You're right about the water and the need water. It's right on the Niagara River.
Yeah. And they're going to flush it right back into the river.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
It's so crazy.
Don't go, like I would know all those, man, we're so fucked. I wouldn't go fishing. I wouldn't be eating any fish out of the rivers or anything right now. Who knows what the fuck is in that water right now? That's crazy, man.
I belong to a lot of fishing pages around on Facebook, and people they're catching tons of fish all over the place.
Wow.
But I don't know. I've never. Well, I've eaten Lake Erie walleye, and it's phenomenal. It's super good. But we were fishing also in like 80 feet of water. But I don't know if that makes any difference or not. But yeah, Lake Erie walleye super good.
Right.
But that's all I've eaten out of Lake Erie ever. So I don't think I would eat any. I don't know. I don't think I'd eat anything else out of there.
They are, and they'll either use eminent domain or they'll just burn you out of your house. Bill Gates bought a bunch of land in Arizona outside of this town, Buckeye. And my buddy lives down there, and huge fires are popping up around that area now, out of nowhere. Go figure.
Yeah. See no evil. The Niagara Falls, where they're proposing this AI, where Tonawanda Coke plant was above the falls, so it was on top. It was leading to the falls, but a good ways, like a good long ways. But it's above. It's at the upper Niagara, not the lower.
Man, I got some. Not to change the subject real quick, but I got this Have you ever had sourdough granola? Have you ever even heard of that?
I've had sourdough bread a bunch of times, lots of times, but not granola.
No, I never even heard of it. It's sourdough granola, and it's got raisins and pistachios, and it is freaking delicious, man.
Sourdough is probably the best bread you can eat. If you're like that's not gluten, or that has some gluten in it. Like that's the closest to non-gluten bread you could buy is sourdough.
I love sourdough. I have a big loaf of sourdough. Man, and it was given to me. It was gifted to me by my my vending neighbor that sells like jewelry or something.
Yeah, Gianni, I can hit Lake Erie in 5 minutes from my house, and then Lake Ontario is about 25 minutes from my house. I can get to it.
Yeah, something like that, Gianni, but I still got a gut. So, I guess it's good for your digestive, but when you wake up and eat marshmallow cream and fucking Fruity Pebbles, it, doesn't necessarily help. It doesn't really matter, I guess. But that's what I've been doing lately is eating freaking I don't even want to talk about it, man. I've just been fucking horrible with eating sugar and stuff lately. It's pathetic.
Oh, I get it. I drink a lot of fountain pop that I never used to drink before at work. I'm not. I don't know. I love it. I love fountain pop. Sorry. Or soda,
No,
whatever you want to say.
it's funny that you say that because I haven't had one of those in a long time, and I got one yesterday actually when I was done selling it. Man, that sucker was good. Because it was hot yesterday here. Man, that was so good. But yeah, not good for you though.
So I mean, the old Bethlehem Steel, you know, when that was in its glory days or whatever, you know, got all the water from Lake Erie, and then you know, like this Coke Tonawanda Coke plant got it from the Niagara River, and that's what this AI is probably going to do. Oh no, Lake Erie's got some of the best fishing ever. Like there's so many different species of fish in Lake Erie. I mean, you can catch a 6-foot sturgeon. I had a friend catch a 5-foot sturgeon right in the right before the breakwall, before the boats get out of the harbor. It's nuts. Yeah, there's a lot of good fishing in Lake Erie. You don't know what you're going to catch when you pull one up. And the Niagara River's got like a ton of muskie and what's the other long thin fish? Muskie and no. Oh my God, I hit a blank here. Muskie and oh my God. Help. I can't think of it right now.
It'll come to you in a second here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's coming for me.
There's a lake.
It will go. Oh, I hit it. Oh my God. Oh, there's the snake again.
Damn.
Walleye limit, guys. 1, 2,
Oh, is that Lake
3,
Erie?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 walleye limit and a bonus perch.
Yeah. Oh, muskie. I'm thinking of muskie. Walleye and muskie. Yeah.
I need to think of it. I don't remember what they caught, but they use basically ocean fishing gear.
No, my friend has a channel on YouTube, and he took us out walleye fishing, me and my son. He does charters. His name's Hans the Carver. And he's a giant man. He's probably 6'2", 400 pounds. He's absolutely gigantic. And he took us out fishing, and yeah, we had a good day out of it.
Nice. But yeah, you know, those data centers though, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I just want to know what they're for. Like, what is the need to build all these data? And I looked it up, and it said, oh, just because, you know, all the, you know, everything has to be stored in cloud storage and all this. I don't buy it. I don't buy that they, you know, it's like a huge push now. Oh, and we have to beat China. Like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Beat China in the AI race. Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't, and we'll never know. That's the problem. We'll never truly know.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess not unless, you know, it shows itself one day. Like there's robots everywhere, you know, because that could be part of it, you know, like to control robots and shit like that. Who knows? I mean, it's got to be for something major. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, and just like I just said, like we'll never be privy to that information.
For what they're what you mean for what the data centers are for?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. There'll always be like, well, yeah, I don't know. It all fucking sucks. What else do we got here? Let me see if I got any more videos. The scientist. Do you hear about all the scientists that went missing?
Yeah, I mean, somewhat. You know, I don't watch a ton of TV at all, to be honest. But no, I don't. I've never been on X. I've never went down that. I don't have it.
Well, Joe Rogan had this guy on, and they were talking about. It was just an interesting little conversation, 2-minute conversation here.
It's really important to do great gatekeeping around mathematics and physics. It's cryptography, it's weaponry, it's propulsion, it's, you know, a sudden change in the world economy. You If you figured out how to do fusion, it would have immediate geopolitical results.
So these specific scientists that are missing, whatever the number is, 5, 6 that you think are legitimate, what specifically are they working on that's so dangerous?
Well, the fusion guy obviously is at MIT. Is anybody who might, I don't know, fusion isn't my thing, plasma isn't my thing, but that is unquestionably dangerous if you imagine how much depends on oil.
And is it a good assumption that if you have one incredibly brilliant person that's at the head of this thing and they make a breakthrough, if you kill that guy, the whole thing is in disarray because the people that are under him, whatever people he has working with him, aren't as fully immersed in it as he is, that you can kind of like handicap a problem. It's like, let's say if there's
the top 5 people,
it's an energy thing.
Yeah.
Let's say if it's an energy thing. Let's say if someone has some new technology that's going to completely disrupt the fossil fuels industry.
Right.
And they go, listen, we can kill this fucking guy. And it's still coming down the pipe, but we'll delay it by 10 years and make $15 trillion.
So this is a question about the far right tail, like the extreme right tail of human intelligence and ability. And if you think about certain areas where you have a dominant figure, Rodney Mullen in skateboarding, for example, what percentage of all tricks derive from Rodney Mullen? You couldn't have stopped skateboarding, but you could certainly have held it back by getting to Rodney Mullen, right?
I know one thing. I wouldn't want to be a scientist. One lady said she was hiking and she was with one of the scientists, and then she turned around and she was gone.
It's so crazy, man. It is. You live all your life. You're born with a gift to retain knowledge and try to change things for the world or to better the world, and then boom.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, there's only one thing that we can say that is fact with that whole story. And it's the same thing you said about the last story. I hear an echo for some reason. Is we're never going to truly fully know.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing to do is just to stay out of being a scientist, I guess. I don't know.
Well, we go about our lives and do our thing, and hopefully it doesn't affect us.
Yeah.
I mean, it will. It has. It is now. It's just, but you just directly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you never know when your last day is going to be. You never know when your last day is going to be. And it's so weird that this guy, Kyle Busch, he won last week, right? And then he said that. He goes, you never know when it'll be your last win.
And a bow in front of the fans that are all on their feet down here at the Monster Mile. And Michael Waltrip said earlier in the race that a confident Kyle Busch is a dangerous Kyle Busch. Your 69th victory in this series, your 5th right here. Why do these moments never get old, Kyle?
Because you never know when the last one is, you know. So I know all too well, unfortunately, with the Cup stuff, but here with the truck stuff right now is it's awesome just to be a part of Spire Motorsports. Thanks to Jeff and Dan and Mr. H for the opportunity. HendrickCars.com. I'm sure it looked great out front leading the race, and it wasn't just Kyle Larson doing it. So feels good to have another Kyle being able to do it and putting ourselves in victory lane. So love coming to Dover. Always one of my favorite places to race, and definitely some managing of the fuel there, managing of the tires there, and it was an interesting, just kind of strategic battle, I guess, from the driver's seat. And, thanks to all the fans. Appreciate everybody for being here at Dover and the Monster Mile for All-Star Weekend. We thank you. And hopefully we have another great ride.
It's crazy, man. He didn't look like anybody was sick to me.
Yeah. No, you look. Wow.
I'll tell you what, though, the chick interviewing him, though, she gives me the fucking creeps, though. She looks like she could be the one that fucking killed him.
What?
Look at her teeth when she asked him this question.
Is a dangerous Kyle Busch. Your 69th victory in this series, your 5th right here. Why do these moments never get old, Kyle?
because
Yeah, she's fucking wicked, dude. I'd be sleeping with one eye open if I was fucking married to that chick. I'll tell you that.
He's not married. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just wow. No, I don't. I'm pretty sure she's not
No,
responsible.
I know she didn't do it, but she just looks kind of wicked. What about this dude? Did you? I'm sure you didn't see this. This motherfucker looks like he has a mask on, dude. This guy was on Fox News. He's like a military guy. And then just, what do you think? What happened?
And the president knows he's in the position to demand those. So I think in that sense, he controls the narrative and when he would strike. I'd also say that patience and the request from Saudi, Qatar, UAE, and the president knows he's in the position.
What do you think? Oops.
I don't know. I don't see how he'd have a mask on, but you never know.
Do you see how it's flat down there?
Yeah. I can't zoom in from what I'm doing right now, but
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something. They question him about it, and even he says it looks weird, but he can't explain it. He goes, "I wasn't wearing a mask." Anyway, it's just we're gonna move on.
all right, be good, Johnny.
Oh, Johnny's got to go.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, Johnny, have a good one. We'll see you. Yeah, if you got to jump off too, let me know. I'm not going to be on too much longer.
Yeah, I'm going to I think wifey's done in the kitchen there, so I think I'm gonna hop off.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah,
thanks for-
I'll try to send you a picture of her strawberries and the other things she made. They actually look pretty good.
Yeah, do it.
So
yeah, send me a picture.
But all right, well, thanks for having me on. I can shake off the YouTube rust. So
Yep, for sure. Yeah, thanks for coming up.
I think I'm gonna have a cold beverage and I don't know, go to bed soon. I'm tired.
Cool. All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, later.
See you.
Bye. All right, there goes Todd Father. What does this one say? Hunter and Candace discussed the discrepancies in the Charlie Kirk case.
Still don't know what happened to Charlie Kirk. There's zero interest. That's another thing that just completely for me was like done with Trump whatsoever. Like, I mean, there's just no way for someone who came from the inside and watched the work that Charlie did to get these people elected. Don Jr. was like a brother to Charlie, literally like a brother to him.
Yeah.
And to see the Trump brothers, to see Donald Trump himself, Kash Patel, who Charlie pushed for him to lead the FBI, had him on his podcast. JD Vance, like, came out of nowhere. Charlie was like not sleeping to make that happen. And to see all of these people have zero interest in the obvious holes in the story. Like, no, turn the chapter a week later, it's all solved.
Yeah.
And this is how it went down. And none of it makes sense, but just accept this slop. It is the most infuriating thing, and it's just fully removed the scales of my eyes. And I've stopped with this left versus right, Democrat versus Republican. I'm like, this is sheer evil versus good.
By the way,
this is like sheer evil.
But by the way, we're real. Exactly.
Like I'm
exactly. It is good versus evil.
Yeah.
They have torn the mask off of this. I said to you before, is that I pray to God that by the end of this, that you think of me as a friend, because if anything ever happened to me, I want you and Melissa team up. You'd fit like, oh my God.
Of it's not happening
by
to
the way,
Charlie Kirk.
And the criticism of you for asking the questions for someone who was like a brother to you, it's like, what the F are you talking about?
Yeah. That's
Like,
the
what are you talking
gaslighting.
about?
It's
And
like,
by the
how
way,
dare you
here
care?
coming from someone who you've attacked and you've politically, you've had all of your criticism, which I have no problem with, and we disagree on so many things. But I listen to you and I go, right on. Like Epstein, like you want to figure out why they don't want to let the release all the Epstein files. All you got to do is literally look at a picture of Trump standing on his stage at his inauguration and look behind him.
I do think there was something about the Charlie Kirk assassination that everyone just sort of looked up. We just sort of all looked up at the machine and was like, wait a second, what is this? Because they expected Trump to be ride or die. They expected cash. I mean, wow, this is going to be solved in the clearest way possible because the entire political apparatus that has the power in the Department of Justice is in the hands of Charlie Kirk's friends. Like, that was how I felt, right? This is it. No, whoever did this is never going to get away with it because these are Charlie's friends. And what
Not
did we
just
get?
friends. They're the people that Charlie Kirk made.
Charlie Kirk made these people. That's exactly right. You led a youth revolution to get these people elected in power. He was ride or die to
The level of disloyalty or fear, I don't know what it is.
Disloyalty
is
disloyalty, maybe guided by fear, but it's
so
still disloyalty.
disturbing.
Yeah, that was a great interview. Joe Jackson.
Where is Michael's body?
I don't know. You have to ask somebody that knows. I don't know. All I know
You're the father.
I was at the memorial, and where they took it from there, I have to find out. I'll let you know later, Larry.
Are you surprised, Joe, that you were left out of the will?
Well, I wasn't too surprised because, that's what he willed. That's the way he wanted it. And it's not going to hurt me.
Did your father and your brothers tease you about your appearance as an adolescent?
My father did. And some cousins did.
What did your father say?
God. Yeah. It was pretty embarrassing. He used to tease me real bad about it.
It's cruel, isn't it?
Yeah, it used to hurt me. I don't think he realized how much he was hurting me.
What sort of thing did he say?
He would tease me about how I looked, and he would say, well, you didn't get it from my side of the family.
Is it true that your father used to say you had a fat nose?
Yeah.
What does that do to someone who's going through adolescence?
You want to die.
Do you think your father was too strict?
Yes.
No, he's going to kill me. Well, he feels that he was strict. I'm glad he said it. Now I'll say it, yes. Did he?
My father and all of those things. It just made me very, very, very sad.
So he would tease you, make fun of you?
Yeah.
Did he ever beat you?
Yes, he did. And just a look would scare you. And
were you scared of him?
Very frightened. There's been times when he'd come to see me and I would get sick. I'd start to regurgitate.
Go back. You just said that you would practice the dance steps and your father would be holding a belt in his hand. Is that what you just said?
Yes. And he would tear you up if you missed. And so we, not only were we practicing, we were nervous rehearsing because he sat in the chair and he had this belt in his hand. And if you didn't do it the right way, he would tear you up, really get you.
When he was beating you, did you hate him?
Yeah. Strong hate.
Michael said in a recent interview that he was frightened of you. He says that he was so frightened of you sometimes that he would be sick.
Well, I just knew about that when I heard him mention that on TV on Oprah Winfrey show. I didn't know anything about him being sick, but regurgitating. But if he did regurgitate it, he regurgitated all the way to the bank,
What do you mean?
I mean, by me being strict with him a little bit. And
He used to play this game with me all the time. And so that's why he told me the truth. If Joseph died, would you care? Would you cry? And I would say, why would you say that? Would you? He goes, you answer first. I go, no, you answer. He says, no, I could care less. I wouldn't cry.
I don't read all the things written about me. I wasn't aware that the world thought I was so weird and bizarre. But when you grow up, as I did, in front of 100 million people since the age of 5, you're automatically different. My childhood was completely taken away from me. There was no Christmas. There was no birthdays. It was not a normal childhood. No normal pleasures of childhood. Those were exchanged for hard work, struggle, and pain, and eventual material and professional success. But as an awful price, I cannot recreate that part of my life.
Joe, do you have any at all bad feelings about the way Michael was raised? I know you're denying the stories about violence, but as you look at it, were there any mistakes you made?
I didn't make no mistakes, Larry, because Michael was raised properly. He didn't run the streets like most of those.
Don't even eat with their fathers anymore, or their mothers. The family bond has been broken. It's an outcry for attention why kids are going to school with guns. They want love. They want to be touched. They want to be held. But they're busy off on their day job, and and they leave them at home on the computer, and they're just doing all kind of crazy stuff, and that's destroying our world. We need to bond again. That's very important.
Do you like being a father? I love it. When he's crying, to keep him from crying, what? I have to stand in front of him and dance. Really? Yes. And he stops crying. His tears turn to laughter. And do you do your moonwalk with him? Yeah, I do all kind of move. You move, and then you and he stops crying. He stops crying? You must do a lot of dancing. I do a lot of dancing.
It was you. It was you who put your heart on the line. It was you who stepped forward to defend someone you love. It was you on a worldwide basis who supported me as my army, my soldiers of love. Nor would I change any part of my life. However, today, when I create my music, I feel like an instrument of nature. I wonder what delight nature must feel when we open our hearts and express our God-given talents. The sound of approval rolls across the universe, and the whole world abounds in magic.
Hey everybody, Tim Merchant just left the committee. Had some amendments that were cutting regulation, things that we should as Republicans do because of backroom deals they cut. They won't allow any amendments on the bill because the Democrats one Democrat didn't agree to it. So here we are in the majority, and we're not allowed to do that. And I'll guarantee you when the Democrats are in the majority, which they very much could be because of this kind of garbage. If we're going to be in the majority, you all have extended us an incredible gift, and we're going to blow it because we're not acting like we're in the majority. We got opportunity. It's not sexy. Deals with bridges and things. Anyway, the amendment did. And we allow the Democrats to tell us what to do. It's just unbelievable. At some point, we're going to have to give some guts. This town is crooked as a dog's leg, and I'm disgusted. So thank y'all for sending me here. I really am glad you sent me here. This is the kind of stuff I want to fight, and I'll let them have it. Anyway, thank y'all.
That dude went on Joe Rogan, said he what was he, rent an apartment, or I can't remember. He can't live in Washington, D.C. I can't remember what he said because he can't afford to live in Washington, D.C. I think that's all my videos too. Yep.
Still don't know what.
Yo, too loud. Gay Gordon on Chud. Dun, dun. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I may do a show tomorrow.